Now we are going to discuss thread synchronization. Thread synchronization in the sense, suppose that a number of threads are executing at the same time. If number of threads are executing at the same time. Suppose that there is a critical section. That means critical section means uh, one must be executed before the other, or those part of the program cannot be executed simultaneously. That means synchronize. That means the portion of the code for which you want it not to be not want to be a simultaneous execution um, portion. That means uh, that program has to be executed by a single thread only at the same time. So in Java, the synchronization is achieved using following concept. That means mutual exclusion or inter-thread communication. That means mutual exclusion means at the same time that portion of the program or that portion of the thread has to be executed by a single thread. Okay, that means suppose that you have 6 threads, and suppose that some portion of the thread is critical section, and that portion of the code has to be executed by a single thread at the same time. So in that case, synchronization has to be achieved. That means if one process or one thread is executing in that portion, at the same time other processes should not execute that. So that how that can be achieved in Java? That is thread synchronization. One method of achieving that is mutual exclusion. Using mutual exclusion process, we keep threads from interfering with one another while they are accessing shared resources. In Java, mutual exclusion is achieved using following concepts. There are synchronized methods and synchronized blocks. So synchronized method means when a method created using synchronized keyword, it allows only one object to access it at a time. When an object calls a synchronized method, it puts a lock on that method so that other objects or threads that are trying to call the same method must wait until the lock is released. Once the clock is released on the shared resource, one of the threads among the waiting threads will be allocated to the shared resource. So this is a pictorial representation of that. Suppose that you have a synchronized method and all the threads are having this synchronized method, but if one thread is executing that synchronized method, all others have to wait. Here thread number 1 is executing that synchronized method, and at the same time thread 2, 3 and 4 are waiting. That means once that thread 1 completed the execution of that synchronized method, then only thread 3 is allowed to execute that synchronized method. At the same time, only one thread is allowed to execute that synchronized method or synchronized portion of the code. Okay. Now thread synchronization, synchronized method. This method shows you how synchronization can be achieved. Here class table, in that this print table is a function which is synchronized. That means it's a synchronized method. That means if you have a thread or program or whatever it is, if some thread is executing this synchronized method, then all others have to wait. All other threads have to wait. Okay, that's all for synchronized method. And synchronized block also may be there. That means in between, suppose that you are writing code for your thread, and in between, say 2 or 3 statements are there in between, and that block of code has to be synchronized. For that, what you have to do is you have to use the synchronized keyword, and synchronized that object has to be specified. That means synchronized object means here this pointer, this has to be given. Synchronized this means the current object, and After that, in between braces, you have to write the code for that. That means when an object enters this block, then no other threads are allocated to enter this block. So uh, synchronization gets achieved at method level or block level. So that's all about synchronization. Thank you.